Welcome to the RSN car. Hang on a minute. I just did a pretty tough for Flemington, to be honest, everyone. But we're going to bounce back. It's Caulfield this week. Fast track, black shorts, home track. Blue Diamond, can't wait. We're up. This is the RSN Carnival Studios. Each and every Saturday we bring you premium coverage of Melbourne and Sydney racing with JT, Vince Accardi and myself. We both had an RDO on Saturday. Daniel O'Sullivan and Brett McLaughlin did a great job. In fact, they did too good a job. We don't want them back because, you know what it's like in the media. We don't want good people filling in for you. So anyway, we're back and we're pretty pumped. Caulfield will be fence on. But there's some winners to be found from Flemington Group 1 day where Lankan Rupee gave it to them. But first off, we better go to the videotape and have a look at race 1. Pasadena Girl, very good debut win. Jamaica, oh dear, it was unlucky.
Was struggling. Here's Stay With Me coming. Take Pride at the 200 with Pasadena Girl joining in, and Stay With Me coming at them on the outside. These are the line of 3. Pasadena Girl got to Take Pride. Pasadena Girl a nick in front of Take Pride, and Pasadena Girl drew clear.
Well, Pasadena Girl won its jump out, which you can now see on the club's websites and actually have the horse's name identified. Was pretty sound prior to its fairly just okay Cranbourne official trial. So if you did the work, you could have found it. It was a remarkable odds for a Peter Moody horse first up that did have some talent. But Jamaica, oh, was it the story there? So it was back on the inside. James Winks gets time for knocking Craig Williams over. The inside proved to be the place that was off on the day. She's a big strider. Look, size produce is her race. Her ability to get pushed back and then pick up again was just remarkable. Jamaica, size produce, 1400 Flemington. We'll get our money back, we hope. So John Hawkwood won the second race in the program. Big odds, but he's a talent and he really brought his A game to the table.
At the 200, Sir John Hawkwood put his head in front of Turn It Around, and then Tooleybuck Kid. Sir John Hawkwood starting to draw away inside the final 100 metres, and Sir John Hawkwood is going to score by 2 lengths. Turn It Around, a length and a half. Tooleybuck Kid getting home into fourth.
Sir John Hawkwood was second up there. Now, first up, it was just a walking tempo race, and he just couldn't get into it from too far back. So it wasn't much of a guide. 30s into 25s gave you a little hint. And this horse's best has been pretty good. That's only his second start with Peter Moody. Trust this. It was a fast time over 2,000. When you run a really fast time at Flemington over 2,000, it's no fluke. So Sir John Hawkwood is one we absolutely want to stamp as a horse to follow here. Race 3 on the program. The fence was starting to give out. Wawaya went fast in the early, slow in the middle, and it gave the swoopers a chance.
A neck to a half length in front of Clover Lane. Maastricht on the outside, still boxing on. Fenway producing now, but Whale still the leader. 100 metres to go. She's got away a length and a half. Maastricht, Set Square finishing off. Sweet and Speedy swapping them. Set Square and Sweet and Speedy come to the lead, and Sweet and Speedy got there. Moody
just want to caveat the whole form there, because Sweet and Speedy and Set Square, the Oaks winner, who were both terrific, but down that fast lane of the track before it was really established, that was maybe the turnaround race actually, that the fence wasn't the place to be, and Whale, the big mid-race slowdown, just didn't suit. Wouldn't be surprised if Whale bounces back next start, but the overall time was really plain. We had 3 1400 races on the day, so just a real question mark on all the form. No question mark whatsoever, though, about Chloe in Paris. She was super.
Sweet Emily, the leader, from Chloe in Paris up the middle of the course. Here's Tortine starting to finish the race off well, and Antarctic Missile is joining in as well. Sweet Emily gobbled up by Chloe in Paris at the clock tower. Chloe in Paris dashes to the lead. Antarctic Missile, Tortine, Runway Star finishing it off well, but Chloe in Paris with a good lead. Runway Star running on hard to second, but Chloe in Paris scores from
Chloe in Paris Star. Dynamic overall the time. Well, not Disgrace v Lankan Rupee later in the days, and take note of that. Also take note of the second horse, Runway Star. We had a bit of the wobble when it won first up, but it stayed at 1,000. Super finish. It's just looking for 1,100 or 1,200. Runway Star will bounce back and win again, probably next start over 1,100, but preferably 1,200, because she couldn't have finished any harder behind Chloe in Paris, who's going to win lots of races anyway. Race 5 on the program. Gracious Prospect. He's just a real ripping horse. He puts himself on the speed, and if nothing's good enough to get past it, they don't.
Come home right down the outside. Gracious Prospect had taken the lead from Saluta. Swift Shadow running on. Gracious Prospect from Swift Shadow. Whistle Baby pushing through. It's still Gracious Prospect, Swift Shadow and Whistle Baby, but Gracious Prospect clear, and Gracious Prospect wins it from Swift Shadow. Photo third, maybe Whistle Baby.
Again, time just okay, and as I said with Gracious Prospect, he's just a really consistent horse, but hasn't got a real killer punch about him. I don't think he's the type of horse you can stamp. Refulgent, too far back. big betting drift in the market, and big sound mid-race squeeze. Third up, it'll be spot on. It did miss a run, so that added to the negativity perhaps of where it was going to be positioned running-wise as well. So probably third up, definitely fourth up, but it's a winner Refulgent, and I expect him to bounce back into the winner's stall very, very shortly. The next race on the program, well, Wangina, Disposition and Stratum Star controlled the speed. They controlled the end of the race, but don't knock this form. They were very, very good.
Down with his run now. Merriam was deeper out. It's Wangina and Disposition at the 200. Disposition put his nose in front. Stratum Star coming, and then Merriam and Chivalry. Disposition and Wangina. Wangina loves a fight. Puts his head in front again. Wangina. He's got there. Wangina beat Disposition by a long head.
Average early, able to really explode away late, but as I said, this is a situation where you don't want to underestimate what the leaders did here. And Wangina to do that first up, Gabe Woodhouse, probably fit, but it's going to improve again second up into the Australian Guineas. If we get a fence on Flemington, it's the one I want to be with. I did give a big push to Affirmation, but there's your each way bet. Affirmation lacks the tactical speed of Wangina, and I reckon that'll be my two-bet play this far out. Of course, we'll wait for barriers and track conditions and everything else, but I think a two-bet play at this stage for the Australian Guineas is Wangina, the on-pacer, and Affirmation, the one who gets back. Well, it was all about Lankan Rupee in race 7. He was just absolutely sensational.
Chasing work up the middle of the course, a length behind him, Lankan Rupee, and Brazen Bow staying on. They come to the 200, and Fab Favolta's getting tired. Brazen Bow trying to get up on the inside. Lankan Rupee went straight past deep field. Lankan Rupee claims the lead in the final 100 metres, and it's the master of sprinting, Lankan Rupee by 2.5 lengths. Brazen Bow second. Deep
what do we take from it all, other than he was great? Well, Deepfield didn't turn up, no question whatsoever. He finished alongside Brazen Bow. He's a faster horse than Brazen Bow. Lankan Rupee beat Brazen Bow by 3 lengths. Pre-race, if they'd have said that Lankan Rupee was 3 lengths faster than Brazen Bow, you'd say, yeah, that's pretty much it. So the other point being Lankan Rupee clearly turned up rock hard fit. We've heard Mick Price communicate on RSN. You don't get many chances with these type of horses. In other words, you have 3 or 4 runs of prep. You need every race to count. Sensational training effort, sensational tactics from Craig Newitt just to be in the right spot, and he did the rest. Can he win the Newmarket? It's still going to be a challenge because Chautauqua and Terra Vista are a whole new level. It's going to be a great race, we know that. We want to see Deepfield bounce back, and for those who think just on one run that you should never back the faster horse just whenever it takes on a champion, not so sure. Race 8 on the program, Hard Stride. We highlighted him first up, which was a very good run. He gassed out at Moonee Valley, and then Kate Mallion did what she's been very good at over the years, running up front with good tactical aggression, and he ran his rivals ragged.
Then came to circles. Hard Stride's getting tired, but he's still just in front of Magnus Rain, and Hard Stride goes all the way. Hard Stride beats Magnus Rain. Photo for third, Akavuran flashed home.
Just want to underline one little point here going forward too with Hard Stride. So gassed out in a really fast speed at Moonee Valley and dropped out. You're going to make a lot more money with horses with tactical speed who gas out than the best last 200, because often they're just ones who bludge, don't do any work in the run, and then run past really tired horses late in the race. Hard Stride, he's a ripper, puts himself on the speed. We've got a real marker there with Magnus Rain, who continues to race well. Love to see him at Moonee Valley over 1,000 with the rail back to true. I reckon he could just completely still obliterate a field there, but we really want to stamp Akavaroon. What a super first up run. Last race on the program here by then, Fensovsky. They're all coming to the middle of the track, and Michelle Payne, who likes the fence off racing, was too good on Winston Drive.
She's again wanting to roll about a bit. Marley Magic's the leader, coming at it on the inside. Winston Drive in a show and just won't go straight. Winston Drive's got up on the inside at the 100. It's Winston Drive in front of Marley Magic. Winston Drive a neck clear, runs the mile out, and Winston Drive beat Marley Magic. In a show and her own words.
In a show and had the tempo against her, but her attitude against her too. Just hanging in there, but Winston Drive in the zone, as is Marley Magic. I think Sense and Reason could be one that we might be able to make some money out of next start. It's now rock hard fit. It now hopefully will be ridden a bit more positively, and if it just gets the race shape to suit, in other words, it hasn't got a heap of tactical speed, but if it draws a nice barrier to position midfield in these type of mares races, I think it can go very close and probably a good odds Sense and Reason. But the 4 we want to follow are from the Lightning Stakes. outside of Lankan Rupee was sensational, but we're talking about making money next start. Jamaica into the size produce. Sir John Hawkwood will win again in the 2,000 metre range because you can't fluke running a good time. Wangina, very hard to beat in the Australian Guineas. If it's on Pace's day, even harder to beat. And Akavaroon, what a preparation he's in for. All my stuff is at racetrackralphy.com.au. And JT, Vince, Dino, live from the track, will be all part of Carnival this Saturday, Blue Diamond Stakes Day.